女王伊利沙伯二世1952年嘅時候呢，就繼承咗皇位，而往後嘅70年呢，就係英國嘅第2個伊利沙伯時代，亦都係英國在位最長君主。不過2022年嘅9月8號，女王逝世，呢個時代要終結。喺9月9號，即係女王逝世嘅第2日呢，其實喺白金漢宮前面一直都有滔滔不絕嘅人流啦，嚟到獻花同埋致意。
Well, I think it was expected because she was elderly, but still it's quite shocking because she's been with, like me, all my life, you know. I've never seen another monarch, so yeah.
Many people say the Queen was their part of lives. So do you believe it, or do you think it's true?
Yeah, I think she's part of our heritage and our history, and the monarchy it's important, yeah. So at big events and jubilees, you know, racing, all sorts of things, she's always sort of there, like the head of the country. I would say have a safe journey back to Philip and rest in peace. I think change is good. I think we have to realise that they're people, you know, and they're born into the job, and the new king needs some time to get over the death of his mother. And I lost my mother quite recently. I know how hard that is. So I think he's into quite green issues which are good for the planet, so that's got to be a good thing, and we'll see what happens. The words for him are, take some time for yourself, King, and mourn for your mother before you start worrying about people.
Yeah, I can remember the day of her coronation. I was 4. We had tables out in the street and for the children, and there's a photograph. My hands were in my pockets because it was a very cold day. I remember it very clearly. All of the houses had photographs and plaques and things that they had made for this queen. That was 1953. And since then, I mean, really, if everyone aspired to live their life the way she lived hers, imagine how the world would be. And I think that's her legacy. Do I think they're modernised? Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely, yeah. Because there was a time when they were very remote from ordinary people. One of the things the Queen did, and I think it was back in the 70s, there was a documentary, groundbreaking really, where they allowed the BBC, I think it was, to film them in their everyday life. There were mixed feelings about whether that was a good thing or not, but that was the beginning. But she's very wise, and she could see that she had to make compromises. The same as when the IRA blew up Mountbatten, but then when she visited Ireland a few years ago, she shook hands with Martin McGuinness. It's a kind of it's a Christian philosophy, forgiveness, and she really lived that, from what I can see, So she's definitely modernized it in the 70 years that she's been on the throne.
So how about the new king?
New king, I wish him well. I think he's gonna. I hope I'm wrong, but he will have some tough times, I'm sure. I think the majority of people wish him well, but I think there's a small minority who tend to be very determined, who like to undermine things like this. So, but I'm an optimist, and I just wish him well. He's he is a very caring guy. I believe he is, and he's already got a legacy of the things that he's done.
The Queen, she is mother of all of us. We are very sad for death Queen. Sorry about that. For this reason, we are coming to say, to show that everybody we are sad, and we say, God help, save the King. Believe me, I was sleeping. Somebody called me. When he told me the Queen is dead, I was very sad. I was very, very sad because we are like the Queen. The Queen, she is, I told you, she is mother, second mother for me.
Because of her constant kind of presence, obviously, and also because of some of the values that she represented. And for me, that was very starkly evident when at her husband's funeral, she sat on her own and followed all the rules, and the politicians weren't. And so she stands for a very different set of values, I think, which I think we'd all like to feel were still part of the national character.
So yesterday, how was your reaction when you heard this?
Well, kind of a little bit taken aback because although you kind of knew it was imminent, but at the same time, well, she just seemed to keep going. So it just seemed very. So when it happened, it seemed very kind of sudden and therefore a bit surprising and took me aback. Especially as she looked to me so good in those photographs a couple of days beforehand when she was when Liz Truss went to visit her, and but that's the nature. There must have been some quite quick episode, I guess, that happened, and so she went very quickly, which was great. That her life was full right up to the last 2 days, and then she went, and she had a very full and an exceptional life.
So if you have a chance to deliver a message to the Queen, what would you say?
Well, it would be one of gratitude, I guess. Yeah, I mean, a simple thank you, really.
How about the new king or the royal family, the whole royal family?
Well, I think it's going to be interesting with King Charles. I think he's going to be. I think he's naturally a different sort of a character, and he's espoused a lot of causes I subscribe to. But whether he can manage the kind of difficult situation of being there, but somehow not kind of dividing people with his presence, so good luck to him.
big loss, definitely. I think that's what sadness is one thing, but I think this is more loss. It's a loss. I keep on welling up when I think of her, particularly when she was young. Her speech on her 21st birthday, where she says, "Whether my life is long or short, I dedicate it to you."
The whole country.
And she did, right up until Tuesday. So yeah, it's a big loss for everyone. It really is, yeah.
How was your reaction yesterday when you had heard the news?
Like everyone, I was kind of hanging on through the afternoon to see, hoping really. When they announced it, it was terrible, really terrible. I mean, just like a family loss, you know. It's very difficult. It's a reaction, you know. That's kind of how it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Before yesterday, I would have thought she's still going okay. But when they made the announcement yesterday, the wording of the announcement that she was under medical supervision, that was bad news.
And you could see the member of the royal family just rushed to Balmoral Castle.
It was looking very serious, but like everyone, we were kind of burying our head in the sand to a certain extent, because we hoped we weren't ready for her to go. But in my heart, like everyone, we all kind of thought this doesn't look good. It was very unexpected to happen now. I think most people thought could be another 3 or 4 years, you know. So yeah.
If you have a chance to deliver a message to the Queen, what would you say?
Thank you, and I wish her well, wherever she is now. I wish her well, and it's a very personal thing. Everyone has their own take on it. She will be back in a new body, but she will be back. Like everyone, we all come back.
喺英國咧，無論係郵票、郵筒、鈔票同埋硬幣等等咧，其實通通都係一直用緊女王嘅肖像啦，同埋一啲徽號咧70年。咁但係隨住女王逝世咧 ，King Charles 繼位呢個新時代嚟到咧，其實好多嘢都需要去轉變。咁但係呢個轉變咧，相信大家都需要時間去適應。